The first people to enter paradise will not be held accountable. And that is a large portion of the ummah. In fact, it's so massive, we can't really even number them. You've perhaps heard of the hadith of the 70,000 who enter paradise without any accountability. But the reality is, it's much more than that. With each of the 70,000, the Prophet ﷺ tells us there's another 70,000. Now, if the number is literal, that's at least 4.9 billion. If it's not literal, it's much more than that. But more importantly is this: the main trait of the people who enter Jannah without accountability is that they put their trust in Allah. Can you imagine? After everything you've done in this world, you're forgiven for all the times you've sought forgiveness. You repented sincerely. You made it to the afterlife, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala still permitted you to enter Jannah. But on top of all of that, you did not have to go through the hardships on the day of justice, the day of judgment, the day of resurrection. You didn't have to experience any pain on that day or suffering. You were safe, shaded, protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy. And on that day, people will suffer and struggle. But the believers will be safe. The believers will be shaded under the throne of Allah, and may Allah make us amongst them. Allahumma ameen. There is no punishment. There's no accountability. Enter Jannah in peace. Udkhuluha bisalam. Enter Jannah without any hisab, no accountability. How would you feel in that moment if you knew you were amongst those people? You worked so hard in this life. You sacrificed so much. Was it worth it? It is the wisest thing to strive for with everything you have in this world. Everything Allah blessed you with here in this life, it's a test, so don't let it distract you from your purpose. Rather, use it so that you are amongst those who enter Jannah without any accountability. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises us that whoever has a fear while living this life, a fear of the next life, and therefore you prepare for it, meaning the believers, you won't have any fear on that day. But whoever has no fear in this world towards the next life, so therefore they're heedless, they don't care, they're arrogant, they reject, and they're lazy, what happens? They will have a fear on that day. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects the believers from having two fears. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst those who enter Jannah without any accountability, any punishment whatsoever. Allahumma ameen.